Hello and welcome everyone. Are you planning to start Amazon business in 2021? Let me provide you with the exact information you need to kickstart with. When I started, I went back and forth, for all these information to be gathered, and it really took a while. But with my experience, I have put up this checklist together. Hope it helps you. Okay, let me walk you through this. First things first, I have separated this checklist into two parts because everything is not required on the day one. So the basic things what you need is email ID, bank account, the basic things to operate any business. You can use your personal details for the same thing, or you can keep it specific to your business. If you're all set in your mind, it's better you can just set up in the initial days itself. There are a few things like an EIN, insurance, those kind of things, or when you establish your business, and only then it's required really, so that you'll definitely, once you get into the business, you'll understand those things. But this checklist will definitely help you to understand what to start with and what comes later. And of course you can start with any budget, except for those fees what applies to get anything else. Otherwise, how much you want to buy, how much you want to sell, you start with that. You plan. It all depends on how they decide on their business plan. So this is a basic checklist which I had to go back and forth really. I open a form and then you realize this information is required, so again you go back. So here this will help you to without any delay just gather everything and then get to that. So once you have all these, the next step would be to create the seller account. Sell.amazon.com is the link. You just have to go there, and I would suggest just read those topics once you log in there. The first topics on the main menu, it'll tell you the compared selling plans in Seller University. Will give you a lot of videos, how to operate this, what to take care, what it involves, so kind of things. Main difference, and there are two kinds of accounts you can open. One is professional account and one is individual account. Professional account is obviously your seriousness in this business, and then you have to pay a monthly fee plus the selling fees. And if you don't want, you just want to try out in the initial days, it's very tricky. On the web page, you just scroll down all the way and then you can see an individual account login link. So you just have to go there and then log in there. So individual account, you just have to pay a selling fee, so you can start with that, and every item you sell you just have to pay 99 cents for that. So that'll help you in the initial days when you don't want to take the risk. So next step in this is ungating. So once you have signed up for an account, so you have your goods with you, so before that, once you've signed up your account, you do have to check what product you want to sell. So once you go as far as search, under the menu catalog, click on the add a product. So you can put any say toy or any example you take and just put that what you want to sell, what's on your mind, and it'll tell you are you ready to sell it, or you have to apply to sell it. So Amazon restricts selling everything and anything by everybody, right? So they want to ensure that's the appropriate things and licensed and so things. So there's a process for that. So if it says apply to sell for that particular product, you have to go through that process, which is all on the Seller University. So follow that instructions and get the approval, and you can list it and you can sell that product. Of course, if it's sell it, you're ready to sell it. So you can just list it and you're ready to sell. Next is source. So once you know this is the product, you're already ungated, you're ready to sell, you have to source it. Sourcing you can do, of course, you can go buy from the stores, wherever you find that particular product, how to get those products and get moving. Of course, before that, you need to know, of course, if this product sells, or what is the demand in the market, and all those things. For that, there are many apps or softwares which you can use. Some are free, some are like paid. Google search, YouTube videos gives you a lot of information about these things. Each one again has to decide on their business plans, what exactly they needed, and you can go with that. So source the product, right product which can make you profit. And the next step would be listing. Now you're ready with your product and you got your product with you. And one way to do it is like you already have an existing product which is already listed. You can just add yourself into the listing and then you're ready to sell it. If it's not, then it's a new product you have and you don't have a listing there. So the basic things you need is a camera or like cell phone, like, or anything you can take a picture with. Take out the picture, take some pictures, good pictures of the product, write some like good description, make a listing. And of course, there are like few things which Amazon requires. Since it's a new listing, they need to evaluate a lot of things. So there is a process to that. Again, Seller University will help you with that. So see to that and then do your listing. Of course, once you're listed, it got sold, and that's the moment. That's the final stage, like where you get, once you've done all your research and listed your product, once there is a sale, that day is the best experience you'll have it. So once it's sold, of course, you have to ship it to the customer, or like there is an FBA program within Amazon. Once you sign up for that, Amazon also takes care of that. So if you're selling it, if you're shipping it, you need basic things like printers, stationery, or shipping supplies, all those things. So again, like a lot of information is available on Google and YouTube where to source those things and get those all prep for your business. So you can do that. Seller University, as I said, like that's the main thing. Like you can check every other information is written over there. Finally, it'll be the bookkeeping. As a business person, it's very important to keep all your accounts intact. The day when what you buy, what you sell, what's the profit you made. Like, of course, like initially when you do 10 transactions, it's easier to maintain, but as and when you grow, so it gets difficult. So of course, again, you depend on some softwares. You have the sources for that. Talk to a CPA to file your taxes at the end of the year with all this information. So that's where it helps to have these softwares to gather all your information, write exact information so that you don't lose anything and you get the full benefits of your tax filing. So that's it, friends. This would have given the full picture. Like this is at least the basic steps, like anyone can do it. Do it and go for it. Lastly, please like, subscribe, and share if its information is useful for you. And also let me know what next topics you would like to listen to. I can make a video on that with my experience. Hope this helps. Good luck, everybody.